Welcome, Angry Faithful, to Wednesday. What the hell? Yes, we're going to do a little change up this week because of things. I had to change up the whole title and the uh, thumbnail since I decided to do it on YouTube. But
I need you to look at something real quick, David.
Okay.
Look at how you spelled Kimmial.
That's how it's spelled. That's how everybody spelt it.
Okay.
How did you wait? I'm going to look right now.
It just looks off. I don't know why.
Is it vain that we're looking at ourselves live right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely spelled wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Woo. All right.
I got it from one site.
Jimmy Kimmial?
Yeah. I got it from one site, so
I mean that might be his new alias to get another show.
Yeah. There we go. The thumbnail's gonna be messed up.
Remy Frimmel.
Yeah. Well, he got canceled, and from what I understand, it is the major networking company that was broadcasting said they will not broadcast them anymore. So ABC decided to get rid of them, get rid of Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, he's suspended indefinitely, and then the there was a I think it was the FCC.
Yeah, they're
saying they're going to investigate, and they're talking about fining Disney, which owns ABC.
Those fines are big. So
yeah, I mean, we all know Disney likes to do what they do, but yeah, yeah, you start threatening to take money from them. No, I don't think that's gonna work at all, son.
Yeah.
Nope.
I like this meme. God watching humans invent the dishwasher after he created women.
He did that on the same day, though.
Anyways, okay. I was watching this before the show, and I wanted your take on it since you didn't get to watch it. This is very entertaining. We'll go ahead and take the music off just in case. This is just, it's a little guy. He's on a miniature motorcycle. You gotta watch it just to get it, because
it's like do Canadians call Canadian bacon Canadian bacon? No, they just call it ham, right?
Yeah.
Would a little person call a mini bike a mini bike?
I think it's just a bike at that point.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's all about perspective, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so Trey,
I think that's one
Notre
of the
Dame game, huh? I'm just trying to shift gears. That's all I'm trying to do.
Dude, this fuck Notre Dame. Why is Texas still in the top 10?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing, but I mean, let's not let that distract us from the fact that not only is Notre Dame now 24th in the nation, but J. Cole did put out that album and it went double platinum with no features. There's a deep cut for you.
God damn. Wait, oh yeah, I can say that on here.
Speaking of tackles, check this out. Judge this. Give a point spread of this tackle of this woman. Woman tackling this guy.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What had happened is the man in the photo that she tackled was a man that was peeing out in front of her daughter's window.
See, good on you. Good on Mama Bear right there. I mean, really. And then when dude gets out of jail, when dude gets out of jail, like the people around him that know him, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what were you doing outside that little girl's window?" And
Yeah.
dude, they're gonna be
I mean,
like, "Dude, yo,
exactly.
she took you down,
Everybody-
bitch, dude."
Dude,
yeah.
can you imagine that mom like at the end of the football season if she had a little boy? Like when the parents get to
Right? A
line
little
up
boy's
against,
gonna be like, "No,
she'd
I'm
fucking
good."
murder him.
And the dude, and if you see her form, she broke it down, right?
She broke down on it, dude.
Hips down, shoulders back, head up. Dude, she's giving football coaches around the country a wet dream right now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got pee-wee coaches across this country downloading that video. You see what this woman did right here?
It's foreign
And
tackling. That's not
homeboy was in full sprint.
that's not an old one?
Huh?
That's not an old one?
No, apparently it was recent.
Oh, I thought that was an older video.
No,
But no, it's just funny.
could you imagine going into training the next day after that happened and talking to the defense and saying, "This is how you take down the quarterback." Training the next day. Someone's listening to this show.
Yeah, no, I just I clicked on the link for us live so I can look at the chat. But
I got you. Yeah, but
look at that. 10,000 people viewing right now. I'm lying.
yeah, I was gonna
But-
say, oh, hey, look, there's the one.
One. Another
But-
thing that just happened is in the news right now. Spirit has been going under. They're pretty much
Spirit Halloween?
no Spirit. The
Spirit Airlines.
Well, they need to get off the iPad.
Oh yeah, that happened. That's exactly what happened. Air traffic controller has to scream at Spirit Airlines flight who was getting too close to Air Force One. Spirit 1300 turned 20 degrees right immediately. Pay attention. Get off the iPad. I mean,
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
That's not good for that air traffic controller because he should have maintained his professionalism. And it's not good for Spirit Airlines because I mean it's
Well, Spirit Airlines.
yeah.
They're about to be gone. They're going bankrupt.
It's I'm honestly surprised, and look, I've never flown Spirit, but I'm honestly surprised that with that business model, it's been in business as long as it has.
Yeah.
What are y'all giggling at?
Well, it's like, okay, so comment popped up in the chat,
Ah.
and then David just like, oh, hey, I'm going to throw this up there, and I think it dawned on him that it was me making the comment.
No, I read it as I was looking at it. It's like, well, if you want to say something, because
Well, I mean, like the it's that, you're in charge of your own of your own travel or whatever. It's like whatever their slogan is. It's like it's more like you're taking your life into your hands. I mean,
that is true.
Ralph Barbosa has a bit where he took a $25 bus ride from like Dallas to Houston.
mhm.
And then right after he got on the bus driver stands up and turns around. And he's like, all right, ain't nobody getting naked on my fucking bus. And he's like, dude, there was only 3 of us. So it just got real weird all of a sudden. And then I realized fucking $25, dude, I might have overpaid for this experience that I'm about to be on.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, when I was going to Maps down in Dallas, I had to take the bus. I took one of the bus stop in Fort Worth, and I went to go use the restroom. There was a guy. This is what he was doing in the mirror. He had like a fro, and he was pushing it back.
Nope.
And pulling it forward, pushing it back. He was just looking at himself like with the fro, and just pushing it back, moving it forward. I was like, wow, I got $20. Says he's gonna be on my bus ride. Sure enough, that guy was on the bus ride, and I kept on watching him to make sure that he wasn't going to be a problem.
You know, there's times where I wonder, I'm like, how many more years did the old man who looked at my butthole live? Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if my kid had the same guy. Because he just went in. So yeah.
How many generations of buttholes
no,
has this old man looked at?
Yeah, I went to MEPS in New Orleans, and I think he went to MEPS in Houston. So probably not, but
maybe he's a traveling butthole licker.
looker, not liquor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody catch him.
God, yeah. You can look, but you can't touch. I think it's in their rule book.
Someone needs to reread that.
Unless you're re-enlisting over like 36 or something like that, then they I think then they get to touch you. Or that was the rule back in the day.
Yeah.
But let's check something else out. Yeah, I'm gonna mostly do like videos I found funny. This is a guy that's ready to fight. He's down for it. And what can't? There we go. You can do the sound on this one.
You're always trying to fight somebody, bro.
I don't care. I am from the street and gang, bitch. Because I am from the street.
You are not from the streets.
Yes, I am. Because I ain't about to lie, like, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, that dude's down with it, man.
I know.
I think he's from New Iberia, dude. He's from my hometown. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That dude might be a member. He might be a member of Drinking Bros South Louisiana. Good God. All right, Dave, fuck it. If we're on that train, let's keep this thing rolling. What you got next?
I'm glad you said that. This is going to be the last one, and then we'll get into the serious talk picks. This is I'll just play it.
Let me tell you something, Jennifer. I love big booty Latinas. So I sit here and I see, yes, I love.
You are out of line.
Why can't I say I love big booty Latinas? How do you figure that?
That
Wait, how is that
first response?
So my first amendment right, I'm allowed to say I like big booty Latinas. How is that a crime? Is that because you're a big booty Latina?
That is the second time.
Wait, how is that? No, I do have a comment about technology,
technology,
but you're yelling at me because I'm talking about big booty Latinas. Like, listen, AOC is my favorite big booty Latina. You're my second favorite big booty Latina. So don't get all, butthurt about that.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful lady, little thick, but I like him thick. I mean, I don't want some skinny mini girl. I want somebody that has some cushion for the pushing. You know what I mean, Jennifer?
It's out the season.
For like $5.99 a month, you could probably make some money. Yeah, that's what my city, Jennifer. Big booty Latina is not a crime to say that, officer.
The dude was literally there. He was just there so he didn't get fined. I mean,
Bruh. That was Alex Stein.
Was it?
Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Yep, that's awesome. So what do you guys I guess you guys get to see the new studio.
Yeah.
This is the preamble to the constipation that we got going on now. But that'll be that wall behind me will be like barn tin, and then this wall will be either black or OD green.
Mm-hmm.
And ordered a bunch of stupid pictures like from like Breaking Bad. I got a picture of the van out in the middle of nowhere with the smoke coming out of it.
Okay.
Got a picture of that black dude drop kicking that alligator. Let's see. Oh, my jackalope is actually on the front porch right now. It was just delivered after we started the show. And then
In
what
my
were some other
downstairs
good
half
ones?
bath that I've got here. You know that scene from Dumb and Dumber where Jeff Daniels has got his feet straight out and he's taking a crap on the
Yeah.
toilet? I've got that hanging in my half bath down here.
My wife won't let me put anything like that per se, but she does have a Thug Life curtain, a shower curtain in there, like a flowery Thug Life shower curtain. And there's a neon sign on the back of the toilet that says please don't do coke in the bathroom. So I can't be too
Nice.
upset at it. Yeah.
Oh
Not
man.
mad.
Now,
But
two things that happened. They rearrested the first guy that Charlie Charlie Kirk's assassination.
the old man, and it was not for anything related to Charlie Kirk. He was just a nasty old motherfucker.
Yep, it was for child porn. So
I don't
Oh,
think we
wow.
can say that. I don't think we can say that on YouTube. It was for CSAM.
mm,
Child
we're not
sexual abuse material. So
we're not monetized.
yeah, they stopped him at the shooting for yelling that he was the one that shot him, and they took him down to question him. And during the questioning, they asked to go through his phone. He agreed, and he told them that that he has pictures on there of underage kids. They asked for to go through his phone. He tells them, yeah. They go through it. They found the last article I said was like 20 images of kids between the age of 5 and 12 at different stages of dress. And they found text messages where he had shared those images in groups, talking about like his preferred victims were 5 to 12-year-old little girls. So yeah.
Like, oh,
Oh, and he also admitted. I'm sure you talked about this last week, but as initially reported, he also admitted to law enforcement that he purposefully said that he was the shooter at the time of the incident so that he could distract law enforcement from getting to the real shooter. So, yeah.
Well, he's in jail now, so he's gonna be there for a while. And another sad news is Bailey Ray Harmony. She quits after suspension over Charlie Kirk tribute. She
Yep.
was working at ABC WICS 20. And what had happened is she actually worked in DC and Baltimore area for Turning Point and knew Charlie Kirk. And the TV station decided to suspend her for doing it. And hopefully she has a new job and she gets back on her feet fast.
no, people like that will definitely land on their feet. Now, unlike Jimmy Kimmel, where like, oh, he'll be fine. He's got enough money.
Well, he's going to start a podcast, and the lefties are going to subscribe to it, and he's going to make a shit ton of money. Uh-oh.
What happened to Johnny?
Uh-oh. See, I told you we couldn't say shit like that, and now they got him. They missed, though. It was me. It wasn't Johnny that said it. It was me.
Hey, nay. I don't know what the hell that was. Like,
I told David, I was like, see, I told you we couldn't say that kind of shit. They got him.
That would be funny if just a black bag came behind him and just yanked him.
See an entire SWAT team come back behind me like it's the casting couch or something. Like, guys, I'll see you later.
Need some money.
And
last
start to GoFundMe now.
Yeah, and not last but not least, Glenn Beck was another host of this week's Turning Point. on the Charlie Kirk show, and he was teary-eyed because he delivered the golden
the golden EIB microphone that used to belong to Rush Limbaugh.
And put
it in
front.
Charlie's seat.
Yep.
Wow.
So it was. I watched it, and I was tearing up the entire time.
I loved me some Rush Limbaugh, dude. Man,
my old boss used to play him in the shop all the time, and it was Rush was interesting. I was too young really to be into anything back then.
One of my favorite comments that he made on his radio show was they were talking about the National Organization for Women now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that there was video that had, that from the convention or whatever that they were holding. And he noticed something that the banner that they had that was hanging from the rafter or whatever was wrinkled. He goes, you've got a room full of empowered women. You think that one of them would know how to use an iron.
You would think.
I was like, damn. In fact, that was a Chuck Norris fact.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris
really?
went to a Now meeting, and he walked out with a sandwich and his shirt's ironed. I was like, oh, spicy.
The puppy's trying to figure out what's going on in here. This door has never been closed before since he's been here.
Oh,
so he's like, yeah, he's sniffing at the door like, Dad, why am I not in there? I can hear you talking to your friends.
Right. That's when you before I had to move out of my office, I had a dog bed right down there underneath my desk. And so whenever I was on the air with David, he would come in and just lay down right there underneath me.
It's been ordered.
Like, all right.
Yep. Yep. I ordered it either last night or the night before last.
Right.
Yeah, he's got his office bed and his living room bed.
Okay. Now going to college football. I'm gonna do this, and then we can talk the rest of the time frame of college football. This was.
All right, be right back.
Are you gonna watch what?
Give me 1 sec.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 sec.
Go.
Oh man. So yeah. I'm not liking this at all.
I'm sorry. Timing there was awesome.
You
were like, all right, now on to college football. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Here.
Okay.
I was out of nicotine, and I can get cranky without nicotine.
I gotcha. All right. Theo Vaughn was part of the college football this week, and
that's Asheville's stadium for the win against number 1 Alabama last year. That's the lone win against a ranked opponent for Vandy in its last 21 tries. But there was a shot of Cole Santa right next to Theo, and I was going to say 2 of the great podcasters in America.
Yep.
Yeah, there they are.
Together, getting millions of views every week.
Yes. I don't even want to know what he told me about Diego Pavia's mom either. Like, I'm just,
well, let's hear it. Tell us.
The way that I understand this story is that, maybe just give me a nod if this is okay. Diego Pavia wins this game. He promised you he would set you up with a date with his mom.
My goal is I would like to marry a nurse one day, so that's why I think he was thinking about that. But
Theo Vaughn's kind of my spirit animal.
He's the best, dude. Look,
Yeah.
he's a LSU fan. That's my boy from Louisiana. He went to LSU. But did you see old boy's mom? I could understand going to a Vandy game.
Right? I mean, the running joke, when I was stationed Fort Campbell, Nashville's 45 minutes down the road, which is where Vanderbilt is. And, running with some of the, Vandy girls that were down there at the time, it was always like the running joke that it was the Ivy League school of the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
But, man, I'm telling you. Really, the first game of noteworthy mention is going to be Tulsa at Oklahoma State this week. Oklahoma State's favored in that game, but Tulsa is one of those teams that's like annoyingly sneaky, right?
And that's an in-state rivalry too. So
it is.
You've always got that added. Neither one of them's great, and Tulsa could very well pull off that upset.
Yeah, I mean, but let me see here. Texas Tech at Utah. That's a top 20 game right there. 17 versus 16. Utah's favored by 3.5 on that game. I'm like, I don't know, man. But then again, Texas Tech hasn't been on the road yet this year, have they?
Let me see here.
They might have. I don't think so.
Dude, Iowa State's season's almost half over. They're sitting in the polls at like 4-0.
Oh.
September 20th. This is showing that's the first one.
Okay. This is what I thought was interesting. Arkansas is going to Memphis. Arkansas's only got a 7.5 point favorite on that line.
Aren't they terrible though?
They are, but it's like normally, I don't know, man. I mean, it just might be one of those years where like the Razorbacks do what the Razorbacks do, but I don't know. Nobody wants to talk about Clemson. Let me see here.
About who?
Right, Clemson.
Ugh, gross.
Right. TCU's favored over SMU. 6.5 points there.
Oh, who is Clemson going to look mediocre against this week?
Syracuse.
Yeah, we should definitely shout out Syracuse though.
Oh yeah, go Orange! Right. Here's what I thought was funny. Army's back at home this week, and they're hosting North Texas. North Texas is favored by 2.5 points on this game, but I mean, granted, the Army does not have their quarterback that they had last year. I don't know, man. I think last year was kind of a, I'd say a regular season undefeated run through the American Conference, but I think a lot of that had to do with their quarterback last year. This year, I'm not so confident, right? I don't know.
What I honestly, it sucks, but because I mean, obviously, I should, but I don't really pay attention to Army until it's time for the Army Navy game ever.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and I may be going this year. I don't know yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
May have a chance with some tickets, dude.
Well, I mean, if you have any extra that are just burning a hole in your pocket, just
I'll let you know. But the guy that I talked to about it is a Marine veteran, and I think he usually gets, he said 6 tickets every year through some vet service org that he deals with.
Okay.
And yeah, so if he's got an extra one, I told him I'd love to go.
Yeah, sure.
But I'll let him know I got a buddy that's interested. You never know when somebody backs out.
Just don't tell him that I'm Army, because then he'd be like, "Fuck that guy."
Dude, it's funny. I saw him wearing a shirt the other day. That's what sparked the conversation. I saw him wearing a shirt, and like you know how you're walking through and like just doing your own thing, and like something that's not right or something's out of place just catches your eye, and you're like, "What the fuck did I just see?"
Mm-hmm.
So he was sitting at his desk, and I walked by, and all of a sudden I just stop and I turn around and I look. I said, "Is that's an Eagle Globe and Anchor, and that shirt says fucking Navy." Raul, you were a Marine. What the what are you doing?
He calls it the men's department of the Navy.
Well, apparently it was a Navy football polo. Back
Okay.
when the Navy did the dress blue uniform
Yeah.
for the Marines,
Right.
it was the golf shirts that they had that year, and so it was the Naval Academy where it just said Navy, but then it had the EGA above it, and I was like, "That's I get it, but
Yeah.
that's fucking weird, dude."
Yeah.
Like,
That's like,
it's like,
I'm waiting 1 year for, the Air Force to come out with their Space Force Guardians uniforms for
yeah.
for their service academy games.
And they're gonna look like the bad guys off of Austin Powers.
You know what? It was funny is like, you remember the Space Force series that
with Steve Carell?
Steve Carell? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I'd watched it when it came out, right? And I was like, well, that's hilarious. And my wife was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, yeah, check it out. And then they get to the part where they're sitting around there at the Pentagon with the Joint Chiefs. And everybody's like all clowning on the Space Force. And they're like, yeah. And then the dude from the Coast Guard goes, well, at least we're no longer at the bottom. And it was like, shut up. You're always going to be at the bottom. She's like, why does everybody hate the Coast Guard? It's because they're part of Homeland Security now. Oh man.
They still rock though. I mean, that video, that guy jumping on that submarine.
Yeah, that's some cool shit.
That's some hard ass shit.
I mean, that dude straight up did not give a fuck that day.
Yeah.
Like he got some bad news before he walked out the door. He's like, you know what? Somebody gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going to fuck up somebody's day right quick.
Yep. Let me see here. Oregon State at Oregon. Number 6 Oregon, actually. Oregon is favored by 34.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm taking. I don't think they're gonna. Do you think they'll cover? I don't think they cover.
I don't think they cover, honestly. Now, number 7 Florida State is hosting Kent State. Kent State just came off of that massacre at Texas Tech. The Seminoles, they're going to treat this game like they're taking back land. I mean, Florida State's favored by 44.5 points. I think they cover.
There's some dogs this year. Yeah. I wouldn't bet it, but I think they cover.
Yeah. 22 Auburn at 11 Oklahoma.
Because you're looking at week 3, week 4 for some of these people. Fuck, week 5 for some people, and things are starting to click. I think we're going to see some really good football this weekend.
Yeah,
we're going to see some teams starting to really fire on it. So, but yeah, that's going to be Florida State is one of those teams that I think will be firing, and this will be a let's show them week.
Right. I think Oklahoma, they're favored by 6.5. They'll make that, obviously. To me, when you see spreads like that, I mean, that's almost like, I don't know, calling, like saying like, so and so is going to win by a field goal. I mean, like, well, really? Come on. I mean, that's almost like a parlay. It's at that point, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
2.5 point spreads drive me crazy.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Well, you get anxiety from that. Really bad.
I generally don't touch them, dude. Like, unless I'm, unless it's a homer pick for me, and I want to throw it into like a parlay or something, I usually stay away from them. I don't like to bet that straight up.
Now, I did make the joke last week
It's not
that
a
I
risk
thought it would be.
reward.
Yeah, I made the joke last week that I thought it would be funny if Vanderbilt went into South Carolina and won, which they did. But this week, I think it would be funny if Purdue went into Notre Dame and beat the hell out of them.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, no, don't take this last second touchdown, stuff that A&M did. I love that victory. Love it. I was jumping off the couch. I was fist pumping. I was walking around the house yelling whoop. But I think it would be hilarious if Purdue went in there and just gave them an old-fashioned woodshed whooping, dude.
That would be amazing. Honestly, I still think it would.
Is it going to happen? Probably not, but it would still be funny.
Yeah.
North Carolina is going to lose against UCF. Central Florida. Yeah. They're going to lose that game.
Yep.
Because Central Florida is favored by 6.5. I'm like, you know that the boosters and the athletic director are looking at each other going, who signed off on that contract?
You got to give them more than a year. They got to realize that. I mean,
yeah, I know. But with the name like Belichick, though, I mean, you're thinking instant, like, hey, Coach Belichick from the Patriots, he's won 6 Super Bowls. He's going to boost our recruiting class. And
I believe they had every expectation to be in the playoffs this year. Nope. I think when they hired him, they had the thought in their head that, dude, we're actually going to make we're not going to do shit, but we might actually make the playoff this year.
Yeah. Well, I said it like I said the first time when they lost horribly that first week. And I agree with Bill Burr. He's retired. This is basically just fun for him. So that's
a big ass paycheck too.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you know what Belichick's doing? He's playing NCAA, where he goes and he recruits a bunch of 2-stars, and then he goes to the opposing program who's getting all the 5-star recruits and just walks in and just stomps a mud hole in their ass and then walks it dry. Because there was a guy, I think it was on the subreddit for that game. The guy, huge Auburn fan, right?
Uh-huh.
In the game, takes a coaching job at Alabama, recruits a bunch of 2-star recruits on purpose, gets fired, and then takes the job at Auburn the next year, and then goes in and just absolutely annihilates Alabama. I was like, that dude's
some
playing
petty shit.
That dude's playing some 3-dimensional chess right there. I'm just like, man, come on. Let me see here. Florida at Miami. No. No.
Oh, that's gonna be bad.
Miami's only got a 7.5 point favorite on it.
I'd take that all day.
Yeah.
If there is anybody watching, don't listen to my shit. I rarely win money. I'm just saying what I would do.
Yeah. Let me see here. Now number ranked 20, Vanderbilt is hosting Georgia State. Vanderbilt's favored by 27.5. That's a decent line, actually. I don't think they're going to make that, but
they might cover that. I wouldn't bet it.
I'm definitely going to take the under, though.
What's the over under?
53.5.
Okay. So they're looking like a 35-14 game, 35-17 game.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe like
not touching it.
Hey, I'm thinking maybe closer to 35-10.
I don't think they score as much as they're giving them credit for.
Yeah. Let's see here. Something else that jumps off the page. This is going to be an easy week for you.
Yeah, sure.
LSU is hosting Southeast Louisiana. There's not even a line on it.
No, that's a in-state money game to get that university some dollars. On
Yeah,
those
just
games like that, LSU splits the. Well, I don't know if they do it under Brian Kelly. I'm assuming it's still the same way, but they split the gate with those in-state schools.
Yeah, just like this week for Texas, it's they're hosting Sam Houston, which is about an hour and a half up the road from here.
Yeah.
Right there, just out between. It's on the backside of Huntsville. So
Yeah, we can't gloss over LSU. We got to talk about Brian Kelly's speech after the game last week,
take it away, man.
and
Floor is
the and
yours.
the recant, not recant. He didn't recant anything. He did apologize to the to the reporter that asked the question. But are you know what I'm talking about, Dave?
No.
So what happened was after the game, which LSU had 5 interceptions against Florida last week. We only won by 10 points. That's not you. We should have won by way more than that. Five interceptions. We should have had some points off of that. It was sloppy. It wasn't that great, but they got the job done. And so the guy asked him straight up. He's like, Brian, what's going on with the offense? And Coach Kelly went fucking ape shit on this guy, right? Johnny, are you grabbing a clip, or do you have the clip?
Let me look here. Brian Kelly, right?
Yeah, but so
I think I checked it last week where he's like talking shit to about the special teams.
No, this was just look up Brian Kelly Florida post game and see if we can play that clip. It's all over YouTube, so it won't get pulled down or anything. But yeah, see if you can run it from the first question on to and just check out his response. I think it's only it's like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah,
But
hold on. I think I've got it here.
And then he keeps going with other reporters afterwards. He's like, "Thank you. That's a good question. You're my new favorite reporter."
Yeah. All right, let me see here.
Here we go.
One of the SEC classics, right? 2 teams just battling. We did whatever was necessary to win the game. Defensively, obviously the 5 turnovers, playing to our defense. Grant Chadwick was outstanding. I'm sorry that that doesn't sound appealing to you folks, but I really don't care. We're trying to win football games. We flipped field position. I think he had 4 inside the 20. 4 inside the 20. He was our weapon on offense today, and that's how we needed to win the game. We came up with a big play with the run at the end of the game to salt it away. And just really, really pleased with our guys and the way they handle things. You lose arguably your best defensive player in the first series. Then his brother goes down, but we got a third weeks. And so we brought in the third weeks.
We got a third weeks.
What was going on, but he's game, which is great. And that's what I love about this group. They just kept battling. Where a lot of teams would have been deflated in the way that went against us early on. They kept playing, believed that they were going to win. And sometimes I think as fans, you got to understand there are ways to lose that game if you're not smart. And I thought we were very smart in the way we managed the game. And managing it was for the outcome that we got, and that is winning a football game in the SEC. This is a journey. This is a long time. Do we want to clean up things? Absolutely. But again, holding somebody to 10 points that has talented players on the offensive side of the ball, and then finding a way to win the game. Really proud of our group. So
here we go.
Questions?
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Mute the commercial. Come on. See, I refuse to pay for YouTube. I really do.
Brian in the back. I know you love these media post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game, won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball. Quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need. He won. There's a ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question is so out of line.
Coach Sean Spears, 2 interceptions tonight. It seems like he's worked into a role on.
That's a good question. Thank you.
It seems like he's worked into a role on third downs in particular.
And you know what? Because he's been grinding. Every single day he comes in, he's looking for an opportunity to get on the field.
Bro, I thought this was AI when I first saw it.
Yeah. I mean, that is great.
Yeah.
He's like, that's a great question. Like, yeah, okay.
I'm sitting.
Oh man, that's awesome.
I'm laying in bed Saturday night, like doom scrolling, trying to fall asleep, right? And I see that pop up, and it didn't show the question. It just showed BK's response, and I'm like, no way, dude, this is AI. And I sat there and I watched it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is real. Dude. I went back and I watched it and I saw the question and I was like, oh fuck, okay. All right. But yeah, then like a day or two later he came out and I think they kind of slapped his dick a little bit and made him put out a statement where he apologized to the reporter, but he was able to still say that, I'm not going to stop defending my guys, but I'm sorry, not sorry, like sorry for the way I went off on you, but not sorry for what I said.
I'm saying this so I don't get fined. Yeah.
I still meant it, bitch.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I definitely wanted to touch on that.
I don't know why he should have apologized, honestly, because it was a stupid.
Okay. So devil's advocate. Here's why. And this is just my immediate uneducated opinion here. Okay. You have to rely on the press to be able to not write hit pieces against your team and against you as a person and as a coach throughout the course of the season, because your image in the press, whether we choose to like it or not, can make or break your career. Okay. I mean, case in point, like let's just look at baseball for just a second. Ted Williams absolutely did not have a warm, fuzzy relationship with the press at all. In fact, he did everything he could to get out of having to do interviews, especially after he came back from the war in Korea, which was his second stint with military service, taking a break from his major league career. These reporters would sit there and just hound him and talk about how he's just getting slow and just getting slower and just getting slower. And he'd win more batting titles if he would hit for average as opposed to, slugging percentage. And, he refused to, I guess, in his mind, it would be letting the press win if he responded to those questions, right? Don't breathe energy into the negativity kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was his last at bat. He hits a home run. And as he's rounding the bases, he comes around third. He's looking at the press box and he sees the reporters that are writing this trash about him. And they all nod their head. Like they were like, okay, I see what he did there. That's respectable. Yeah. And that helped cement his legacy as a ball player, because for a couple of weeks afterwards, because they didn't have the 24-hour news cycle then, right?
Yeah.
So everything's written and doesn't get published until like the next day or the following week. So for a couple of weeks, they're writing about the legacy of Teddy, Ted Williams, wonderful, the splendid splinter, Johnny Ball game. They're writing about how he was such a giant in the game, and it helps cement. I mean, not that he needed it because the numbers spoke for themselves, but it helps cement his legacy as a future Hall of Fame ball player.
Yeah.
And, so having to come out and being told by your AD, hey, look, you got to go out and make right with the press. Because at the end of the day, not only does the press affect your career as a coach, it can affect your career as an athletic director, and it can also affect your NIL money now at this point.
Yeah.
Because if your school is being cast in a bad light, that, hey, the coaching staff is hard to work with, they don't like talking to the press, they, and people these days with their attention spans being as low as it is, they're not going to go back and do the research themselves. They're not going to go back and look at the footage. They're not going to see that Coach Kelly was standing up for his guys and like, hey, that's a bullshit question.
Yeah.
Don't come at me like that. You need to ask questions about what we did right in the game. This was one game. This is week 2. So, yeah, we had struggles with the run, but we figured it out at the end, and we had this huge breakout play. What is it that you're trying to ask me here? And then when the guy came back with the interception question, he's like, that's a good question. That's a great question. You're my favorite reporter now. It's that reporter is going to be like, hey, Coach Kelly stands up for his guys. The other guy, not so much.
Yeah.
You could almost bet that if you go back and read his article, it's got kind of a negative connotation to it because the way that Brian Kelly addressed him specifically. Like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm tired of you coming at me with these gopher questions.
Yeah.
And it's crap. You're better than that.
I'm going to guess that he's been super critical and they've turned around and proven him wrong.
Yeah.
And BK's fed up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why I would think that he got made to go out and issue an apology. Like, don't sit there and acquiesce to him and kiss their butt. Just be like, hey, I could have handled the situation better, but you guys are still kind of shitheads, So,
well, you had to placate to the.
It's giving the reporter his flowers, but at the same time, making sure that you're not putting the miracle grow in the water.
Yep.
Well, you have to placate to the press every once in a while. I mean, you can look back on certain athletes, and I'm not saying just one sports in general, but if you're an athlete, you have to placate a little bit, or certain things don't happen. I mean, a lot of people that do charity groups that aren't in sports, and even as of right now, last week with all the stuff that happened, there's a lot of fake articles that NFL players were giving money to Turning Point.
Yeah.
And in some of the cases, it was true. In other cases, it was just.
A lot of it was AI because
yeah,
if you look at those articles as they were coming out on your timeline, it was the same verbatim, word for word. They would just cut and paste different athletes' names, different owners' names, different organizations' names. And AI it can be a great thing, but at this point, it just they're doing it for clicks, and it's gonna skew the algorithm on that AI, and it's just gonna become this clunky, god awful juggernaut that nobody can get rid of.
Unless it's an official page from like the Saints, then my wife is texting me outdoor patio furniture right now. Unless it's like an official page from the Saints or something, then I'm just like unfollowing them because and the reason for that, I think, David, didn't we talk about this last week? It might have been on the wrestling show, but I saw a post where it was like Alvin Kamara had donated something to. It wasn't for a Turning Point. It was. That's why I think we had talked about it already because it was before the whole Turning Point thing. But it was like Alvin Kamara had donated such and such to something, and
No, I
then
the article and
y-
your reply back that was fake.
yeah, that's what it was. Because I scrolled through. I was scrolling through my feed and I found the exact same article, but it was a graphic of the Arizona Cardinals starting running back, and it was literally his name swapped out with Kamara's name, in the
Yeah.
exact same article. And I'm like, nah, dude, that's fake. It's an awesome story, but it's unfortunately it's bullshit.
I mean, and it's like the people that go out and they do the whole bootleg freedom T-shirts, right?
Yep.
And
I ordered one from Turning Point.
yeah,
Like,
get it from the source. Everybody else is just in it for themselves, and they're no better than the people that are out there making those
yeah.
disparaging remarks because they're just trying to profit off a tragedy.
Yeah.
But
No, I made sure that when I would, because I did order me and Vanessa one each, and
Yeah.
I made sure that I ordered from Turning Point's TikTok where it came back. It all I made sure it all went to Turning Point, and
Mhm.
it's got the 9, 10, 25 logo on the
Yeah.
sleeve from them. So I made sure I got the official one because I wanted to make sure that my money was going to support those little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like you see all these stories out there on Facebook and on Twitter or X rather, threads, what have you.
I haven't got on the
So-and-so's
Threads train
donating
yet.
to, it comes across my Facebook timeline, and I'm like, I want to see what this story is all about. So I downloaded Threads. It's basically
Yeah.
Facebook's version of X.
Yeah.
But
Oh, isn't there a
with
Threads on
100% more
Instagram too,
censorship.
though?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it the same
It's all
shit?
part of that meta thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all part of the meta.
But so I'm looking at, it's like so and so, and I'm like, okay, well, it matches, like it makes sense, it tracks like the first part of the text, because that so and so is more conservative leaning than they are anything else. They just don't talk about their politics because that's not what they're there for, right? They're there as a team owner, they're there as an athlete, and they use their platforms responsibly. And it's like they donate $100,000, and so and so said they're going to take care of the living expenses and education of the little girl. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just so. I lump the people that do that in with the same lot as the people that were making those celebratory videos.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just playing off of it for views, for clicks, for engagement, just like the other people were, except you're just being a little bit more underhanded about it. And I don't know, to me, it's gross, dude. It's just gross.
I just want our AI overlords to know that everybody here at Angry Me Production wants your safety, though. Just putting out. I'm just putting it out just in case.
Dude, have y'all seen the videos of the people that are like trolling the AI bots that like serve ice cream and shit? And the AI, so like the AI goes to hand you, or you go to hand the AI the money, and then like you pull the money back, right?
Mhm.
And so finally the robot gets the money, and he makes the ice cream and whatever, and then goes to hand the ice cream to the kid. And as the kid goes to take it, the bot goes,
It learned, yeah.
like fucking with him now, like, haha, I got you, So I thought that was pretty cool, but also fucking terrifying. I don't like it. I don't.
I mean, we literally
like
have an
it.
entire, we've got an entire franchise of movies, books, and
Skynet.
comic books that talk about why that's a bad idea. Yeah.
Dude, why is Arnold Schwarzenegger not the fucking dude at the forefront of the anti-AI movement?
Oh, and on top of that, I read somewhere today James Cameron is writing another screenplay for a new Terminator movie.
He's going to like
He is going to run that into the ground.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, we're giving him fresh source material.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's can you blame him?
I want to know if this
It's-
one's going to be canon or if it's
I'm a
just going to be
capitalist,
like,
dude.
is this Terminator story going to be part of the canon, or is it going to be part of the retconned, universe that already exists out there?
Yeah.
Just like, man,
I don't know. It'll be crazy. You know
so
who's
I
not
don't know if
writing
you guys
anything?
who?
Stephen King.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true. That's true.
And George R. Martin.
True. Also, I don't know if you guys are like Doctor Who fans or even Star Trek guys, but it was funny because the series Strange New Worlds, there was an episode a couple of weeks back, where the Enterprise was kind of like tangled up in these like vine looking things. And if you look very closely on one of the nacelles, it was just very fuzzy in the background. But if you take a screenshot of it, there's a TARDIS sitting on one of the warp nacelles, right? The phone booth that the Doctor Who travels around in. And then so in last week's episode, one of the characters, she's like, like never ages kind of a thing. She's thousands of years old. She made a comment in the captain's quarters. They were all sitting around eating dinner, that she used to travel around, or she used to hang out with a time traveling doctor. And the guy that plays Christopher Pike kind of looks at her and he kind of gives her this look. I was like, oh, they made a Doctor Who reference. Like, okay, so are they going to cross over these universes, or are they just tipping the hat to them? And it was great.
I do enjoy the good hat tips and callbacks and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
Not so much to the Happy Gilmore level, but
right.
Don't
get me wrong, that was
I love
beautifully done.
I was
but
there for every fucking one of them, but it was a little overboard.
I
I'll watch it
love
again.
the fact I love the fact that Scotty Scheffler got thrown in jail in the movie for punching the dude out.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Oh, speaking of golf.
Yeah.
Dude, the Hooters right in front of Augusta National.
Yeah.
Is, I guess they went out of business, or the dude, it's up for sale.
Yeah, Hooters filed for bankruptcy a couple years ago.
Can John Daly not save this?
No. I think John Daly's
John Daly and John Gruden can do it.
They could.
But John Daly has too many alimony checks. Yes, right.
With this environment that we live in nowadays, that they would, if they tried to go back and reverse the policy of hiring male waiters, they would hear about it.
Yeah.
It would fail before it even got off the ground.
Now, speaking of
Hooters filed for bankruptcy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They closed the one here in town. Dude, I'm sorry. I hate Hooters. The whole idea of Hooters is having decent looking women in scampy outfits serve shitty food. That's who
it used to be.
No. I've only went to Hooters twice. Once when I got a basic, and I went to one down in San Antonio at the Riverwalk.
Yeah, nobody ever goes to Hooters for the food.
Yeah. No. The other time was a friend of mine was like, "Oh, we got to go to Hooters. We got to go to Hooters." We went to Hooters. I was like, why? Because the women. I was hungry, and I wanted to eat good food, and I didn't. But anyways, speaking of AI, here's AI's version of stadiums.
Total badass. They've been doing this for a while.
Dude, I would go just to go to the stadium.
Yeah,
looks-
dude. That's cool.
Are these Minecraft builds?
It looks
No.
like it.
Maybe, yeah. Dude.
Dude, that one. Oh my god.
Oh, that looks gayer than before.
Well, that's Indianapolis, so.
No, that was Dallas.
No, that was dude.
No, it literally said Dallas Cowboys.
Look
Oh.
at the bottom left-hand corner, Dave.
I kept on seeing freaking the horseshoe.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
badass.
that one's cool.
That looks like an amusement park.
Although it would get annoying, like, a key play in the game and then the fucking train car comes by you.
Yeah.
And you talking about the humidity in that stadium, though? My God. Ugh.
It's like going to a football game at the Rainforest Cafe.
Again, someplace you don't go for the food.
Yeah. That looks cool.
That looks like somebody's about to get fucking sacrificed.
Well, I mean, Taylor Swift does go to those games.
True. It's an Illuminati build.
Right? That's kind of cool. I dig that.
I'm not mad.
That one looks cool too.
Yeah, that's badass.
That's got kind of a Roman Coliseum feel to it.
This one I really like.
Yes, that one's
Hell
cool.
yeah, dude.
Not even a Patriot fan. It looks cool. This one looks kind of decent too.
Yeah, that's badass. That looks like it should be more New Orleans, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing on this one is the waterfall, and they play in Buffalo. It would be frozen.
It would be iced over, yeah.
Yeah.
I would put soap in it if I was the opposing
That
team's
one looks like just a
cheerleaders.
big, pause it for a second.
Ah.
That one, that the Denver Broncos one, that looks like a Bass Pro Shop.
It does, dude.
That was the first thinking I was thinking too. I was like,
they knocked the antlers off the elks.
Or it would be Outdoor Man from Tim Allen's Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do we got any other football games we want to cover? We just kind of talked about LSU and then got off on a tangent. We didn't talk about
it's a slow week
Georgia
for college football, man.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna say
really
we
is.
didn't talk about Georgia or anybody. Just run through those or no?
No, let me go back here. Hold on.
No.
The Red Sox and A's are in extra innings, and I'm like, okay, so the Blue Jays lost, the Yankees lost. The Red Sox need to fucking start winning some games, or they're going to screw around and they're going to find themselves on the outside looking in. I'm going to be, what?
So number 1 and number 2 are off this week.
Yeah.
LSU's got a bye week at Southeast Louisiana. Oregon and Oregon State, we covered that. Florida, Kent State. Oklahoma,
Florida,
Auburn,
Miami.
Yeah.
Let's see
Michigan,
here.
Nebraska, Purdue, and Notre Dame.
I don't know if you watch our Monday show or not, Trey, but
no,
we've when we're doing our NFL picks, we have these no shit games of the week,
Mhm.
and the who gives a fuck game of the week. For me, the no shit game of the week this week would have to be Georgia Tech hosting Temple.
Is that like a kind of like a fucking why? Like, why are we even doing this?
Right.
Okay. All right. Understood.
Or number 13, Ole Miss hosting Tulane.
Nah. It's a money game for Tulane.
Yeah. And the who gives a shit game of the week, West Virginia at Kansas.
Don't care at all.
That's exactly the point.
Don't give a shit. Would watch if it was the only game on.
Yeah.
But I would more likely be more inclined to tune into a Sun Belt Conference game on the SEC network.
or watch California play San Diego State.
Yeah.
And I love the culture out in California, right? The stadium in San Diego is called Snapdragon Stadium.
Called what?
Snapdragon Stadium.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
Snapdragon. That's awesome.
They're like the Aztecs or something out there, right? San Diego State?
Yeah, the Aztecs.
Yeah. And they play in a stadium named for a flower. I would expect that from like if Berkeley had a football team.
What about all right, so what do you think about Thursday night's NFL game? We got the Dolphins and the Bills. You got 0-2 Dolphins, 2-0 Bills in Buffalo.
We unanimously took Buffalo all the way on that.
Yeah, Phil. Yeah.
10.5.
Yeah.
Oh no, the spread's 11.5 now, and an over under of 50.5. Dude, I would take the over in that all day. All day. It's not cold in Buffalo yet, and that's a long way from Miami.
And plus Miami, dude. I mean,
how he has like an intelligent thought and then boom.
But Tyreek Hill, he's got 149 yards receiving right now versus Buffalo's, Coleman. He's at 138 yards, but it's like Tyreek Hill was supposed to be world-class sprinter. There should be nobody that could be able to cover him in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the whole reason why he went to Miami.
He got to get the ball.
Ever since he went to Miami, the only thing that he is gaining faster than yards is the number of kids.
Yeah. And social media followers.
Yeah, that. I mean, you look at the leading rusher last week for Miami. Their running back had 85 yards, 18 carries for 85 yards. Cook, on the other hand, 34 carries for 176. I'm just sitting there going, man. And granted, that was against the Jets. But the Miami defense is worse. I mean, so much worse.
I was a sad boy to hear about Burrow's Turo.
Yeah.
It ain't no good. Fucking 3 months.
I'm sitting here on Monday watching the Texans and Tampa Bay play while we're on the show. And I'm getting distracted
by how fucking great Baker is.
Well, it's not so much the fact that Baker is great. It's the fact that I'm like, every time I look up at the screen when Houston had the ball, there was so many red shirts in the backfield. I'm like,
Houston
can we
sports
not
talk.
fucking block? I mean, like,
appreciate you.
Man.
He said
I'm
also
like,
criminal charges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I'm just like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. All the moves that Houston made during the offseason, the draft picks that they had and everything like that. Yeah, they gave up like six sacks or something like that. I mean,
they have no.
CJ Stroud spent more time on his knees and his back than Bad Bobby does. I'm like, that's just not a good look, dude. I mean, it's possible to salvage a season starting off 0-2.
I'm choking.
So does Bad Bobby. Do you see her crash out, man? Her latest crash out online?
No, I try not to.
She goes on and she like the only reason I saw it was like it was some blurb on I think it was Twitter, and I'm like, I just see her crashing out like her baby daddy is trying to back out of the driveway. She hops on the hood of his truck and is hanging on for dear life, right? And so I'm like, what is going on here? So I just went down that rabbit hole for just a minute. And I'm like, as I'm reading it, and she gets on there, she'd been beat over 500 times over the course of their 3-year relationship, and she's just tired of it and everything. She's, I'm just sitting there going, yeah, but it didn't stop you from buying him that $75,000 Escalade that he's trying to pull out of your driveway in. I'm just like, come on. I don't want to say that she deserved it. I don't want to say that because it should never be excusable to put your hands on a woman. I don't care.
But like Tom Segura said, sometimes you need to know the backstory.
Exactly. Right? You're like, okay, how many times did she punch him in the speed bag? I'm like,
yeah.
At a certain point, everybody's got their breaking point. But I'm like, oh boy. But it's hilarious because then I start seeing all these other crash out videos from these other Oscar Foxtrot models, I was like, they got baby daddy issues. No way. the horror. The humanity.
Figured.
We're just like, good Lord. But yeah, let's see here.
I'm still on the whole Blue Bunny thing.
Being a dude.
No.
Bonnie Blue?
Huh?
Bonnie Blue?
You got Bonnie Blue.
Okay.
How her mom helped her do the screening and everything. I'm like, what? That was just ridiculous, and I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
It's fucking crazy. Like, it's sick, dude.
I again know the backstory, but I found it funny the number of dudes that were shocked that their marriages ended when their wives found out that they participated in this thing.
They gave them a mask.
It doesn't matter.
No, they gave them a mask. A lot of them didn't use it.
That's their fault. One, for showing up. Two, if you're that dumb, put the mask on.
Yeah.
And if you've got any identifying body tattoos or anything like that, cover up, dude. Makeup is your friend.
Yeah.
Wear a t-shirt, something. Fuck. Come on. Like, that looks like you. That's not me, baby, because I don't fuck in my socks. Like, come on.
Girl, you know better. Quit playing.
Be like, I don't know, Craig. That sure looked like the back of your head. Oh man, I don't know, but
Jacob Letter does the X stairs. I think that's you. No.
See, he gotta start going personal with it.
Oh man.
Oh.
But yeah, no, we're taking the Bills on that game all the way.
Absolutely.
Granted, last time it was 27-30, Bills, but that was back in November last year. But no, he's not. He only Darius, he only comes in on Mondays. So I know you probably work on Mondays, but that's why we have replay. So go check us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we normally
we appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. We normally talk college football, like top 25 and memes and internet fuckery on this Wednesday night show.
Well, we're squeezing that in with some bad Bobby, so
yeah. So
again, if you can't catch us live, you can watch us on Spotify the following day. You can watch us on X. You can watch us on YouTube. Usually within 30 minutes of the show ending that night. So the clips are out there. The entire episodes are out there. And let this be a lesson to everybody out there in Angry Me Nation. Yeah, I know I'm being a little presumptuous thinking that we have a nation, but I digress.
I love those 55 people that watched us.
Oh yeah.
So look at what CJ said about look at what I said about CJ being on his back.
Yeah, there were too many sacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the Texans, but God, he's like, yeah, okay. I know, but
You didn't put our chat box up here on the screen this episode, Dave. You usually have there you go, the little ghost box.
Well, no, not really. I
David has had a very trying week this week, Trey. He didn't put the right intro video up for the Nerd Sports episode on Monday. He misspelled Jimmy Kimmel's name. He still misspelled Jimmy Kimmel's name, but
did he? David Dickerman? Yeah, he spelled that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gets at least a 700 on his SAT there. We love you, David. We really do.
I'm gonna pack up my fucking podcast and go home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I don't know about that.
Oh, uh-huh.
You're a big old piece of shit, aren't you, pal?
Oh man.
I did that. Trey lost it on a Ding 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 podcast with Chino, and I did it, Chino.
He fucking kicked
You know
Chino
what's
off
funny?
the pod mid-show. I was like,
Is that Colin? He was a couple of months back. David said something, and Colin burned him quick, like instantly. Right, there was no hesitation. He just said "kill zone." He pulled the trigger. Just absolutely flamed David, and David straight kicked him off of the panel.
That's what he did. That's what he did to Chino.
I mean, David just looked at him for a second, like he's spaced out in his brain kind of registered. He's like, I just got fucking torched by a 16-year-old boot.
Dude, I think we were arguing over El Grande Americano's true identity.
No.
What was it?
No, Chino called each and every one of the matches right. And he won the point spread because we were even on the point spread except for like one match. And I was like, yeah, Chino, you're a winner, but nobody likes winners. Click.
Fucking just booted him. Yeah, he got butthurt for a minute over that. That was funny. But yeah, we got
land this plane. It's sad. We're about to land the plane, and now we got views.
I mean, that's usually the way it is. I mean, and you know what it is they it's like watching a NASCAR race, right? It doesn't really get good until you get like 10 or 15 laps to go.
Yeah. Everybody starts crashing.
Yeah, you start seeing, how many cautions can we see in the next couple of minutes?
Well, that's kind of like what I like about the NFL this year is they're showing like the last 30 minutes of the game.
A live show needs to go over an hour, and it'll be pushed. Once you hit that hour mark, it starts getting pushed into algorithms. So I probably shouldn't be saying that because the algorithm will stop. But
right, it's like, oh they know. Oh, thank God the Red Sox finally beat the A's. I mean, the A's. Oh my God. All right, so the Sox gained a game on everybody in the East. So yay, good for them.
Nice.
Even if they make the playoffs, and I'm just being completely legitimately honest here.
I
do not expect them to go to the World Series. I don't. I would love to see it. Absolutely. But at this point, with the past couple of seasons that they've been having, I will take a participation trophy all fucking day. Hallelujah.
Yeah, no, I'm also ecstatic about the Chiefs being 0-2.
Yeah.
Anytime that can happen makes me happy.
I mean, the only piece. Well, we didn't steal Bregman. Bregman decided to opt out. We dangled that check in front of him, and he was like, "You know what? So what? So and." We got the same version of Bregman that you guys had. He spends a lot of time hurt, and then when he does come in, he's hot for a little bit, and then he goes on this big slump. It's not like he lost anything. Come on.
But anyway,
that'll be nice.
Yeah.
No, please, by all means,
be nice.
Let it go, man. Let it fly.
Anyways, everybody, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
Trey Witzel.
And thank
Say
you
that
very
so
much for the ones
begrudgingly.
that are listening.
Get out of here, people. Go away.
Yay.